The honey badger verse of the day today is about the promises of God, that we can't make them happen in our own strength, that in fact we have to go through a process of death to see life with the promise. And one theologian said it best: God never asked Abraham to sacrifice Ishmael, but to promise Isaac. And those who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God. And since we're sons of God and we follow after God, He's the only one who can make the promise come to pass. And our verse today is Galatians 4:22-23. For as written, Abraham had two sons, one to the slave woman and one to the free woman. The one born to the slave woman was born in an ordinary way or after the flesh. The one born to the free woman was a result of the promise. And we want to see the promises of God come to pass. It says in the scriptures, unless the kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a seed. And as we die to ourselves and look to God, He makes the promise come to pass. And the promise is impossible on our own strength. So a lot of times we try in the flesh to make it happen, and God makes us go through a series of deaths so it comes to pass. It says, the things of the Spirit come from the Spirit. The things of the flesh come from the flesh. And we don't want the things of the flesh in our lives, but things of the Spirit. And as we trust God to fulfill the promise, guess what? He makes it come to pass. And I love the story with Abraham. Abraham tried when he was 86 years old to have a son in his own strength, and it became Ishmael. And Ishmael became an issue all throughout his life. And in fact, he sent Hagar away. And when he trusted God, when it was past his own ability, he was over 100 years old, God fulfilled the promise. And the promise was Isaac. What are some things in your life you need to put to death? What are some promises God wants to bring in your life that can only happen by the Spirit of the living God? And I want to encourage us today, trust in God and see His promise come to fulfillment. And there's things God's placed in my life that I can't do on my own strength, and I got to just say, God, I know you give where you find empty hands, and my hands are empty. I'm trusting you to fulfill the promise. And you can't make the promise of God happen on your own. It can only happen with God who made the promise.